Many people set goals for the year and never take action on them. I'll explain how to overcome that in this video. Hello, I'm Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and employee performance in the workplace. Many of us set New Year's resolutions and goals for the coming year, and then we don't do anything about it. We forget about them. And that's why it's important to have a system to plan and achieve your goals. Now, I talk a lot about this in many of my videos. I have a whole playlist on goal setting that you can check out. I have a free download for my goal planning worksheet. And yes, writing down your goal is a big help, not just thinking about it. But of course, if we have a goal in our mind and it's important, we will be thinking about it all the time or often, even if we write it down. And of course, if we write it down and put it in a drawer and forget about it, what's the good of that? But writing it down is very helpful. But the real thing that stops us from achieving our goal are obstacles. And these obstacles are often unconscious. And that's why I do recommend using my goal planning worksheet. I've written down a goal here. I'll just share this with you. It's one of the goals that I'm actually already working on, but I've kind of procrastinated on from time to time for a variety of reasons. And the goal is to launch my new online workshop or training for knowing yourself. Now, I learned the system of knowing yourself from my former partner, mentor, Fritz Glaus. He wrote a book about it. Unfortunately, he passed away, and I have benefited greatly from this, and I know others have as well in our training workshops. We used to do this exercise in a training workshop, and I want to make it available to everybody online. And so I'm working on that. And I didn't write the benefits here, but in my goal planning worksheet, there's a section for benefits that's important to do. But really what's key is to understand what are the obstacles, what's holding you back, and turn those into solutions. And, one obstacle, maybe an internal one, is self-doubt. Maybe I question my own ability to create this or to communicate it. And so one key thing or a solution would be to get support from somebody who I could talk to about my concerns and help me. So that's what I call an internal, maybe psychological, behavioral obstacle. And another one may be more functional, design skills. I don't have all the design skills I would need, but today there's so many freelancers on the market that we can go and find at a very affordable rates. So there always is a solution. But what's key and what I really want to talk about today is the action steps. Because if we don't take action, even if we don't write down our goal, we're only thinking about it, we need to really be clear on the action we need to take. And if one of these obstacles is preventing us, we need to think of the smallest step we can take that will give us confidence to then go to the next step. So really, the message here is about breaking your goal down or your action steps into small action steps. Now, this may not be for everybody. Some people can take huge steps, big steps, and not be afraid and be confident. They fall down, they fall hard, but they get back up again. Other people are more careful, more cautious, and this is where, knowing yourself is important. And that's why I'm actually creating this training, because I want to help people understand themselves better and accept themselves too. So just really knowing what your level of risk is and breaking it down to small, minuscule steps if necessary, just really tiny steps if that's what you require to then go to the next step. And as you progress, as you go each step of the way, you're going to gain more confidence, you're going to gain more skill, more ability to do whatever it is that you want to do. And each step will lead to the accomplishment of your goal. And so, I always use the analogy of climbing a mountain or, maybe running a marathon. And we all hear stories about people that have achieved these types of physical feats who had no, background in that. How do you run a marathon if you haven't even been training for it? Well, first you go and you buy a pair of running shoes. Then you start walking maybe. Then you start, and you do that every day. And then slowly you start, adding more distance. And then you start doing a gentle run. And then, you pick it up. And then maybe you join a running club with people. And then you get inspired, you join an online community of marathoners. And then you start with a quarter marathon. And then you build it up to a half. And, you get the idea. So it's really starting with rolling it back to what is that smallest step I can take and committing to that, and then following up with yourself. So I hope this tip is something that you will act on, because this is what this video with this message is all about. Take that action, achieve your goals for the coming year, or whenever you're watching this video. If you don't have a goal, set one, something that'll make you happy, something that will give you a dream, make that dream come true. Download my free goal planning worksheet. Check out the playlist and some of the videos on goal planning. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk again soon.